Did you want fries with that? Did you know that this famous cross-sell is responsible for between 15 to 40% of McDonald's annual revenue? And they aren't the only ones. The art of cross-selling is about offering your customers an additional product that will enhance the original one, just like fries do for a burger. Can you take this away from me? Thank you. Amazon's frequently bought together is the perfect example of a cross-sell, and they attribute over 35% of their annual revenue to initiatives just like that one. As you're probably realizing right now, cross-selling has some pretty incredible benefits. But before I go ahead and let you know which strategies work the best, let's go over the difference between cross-selling and upselling. It's super easy to confuse cross-selling with its first cousin, upselling. Think of it this way. Upselling is like upgrading. You're replacing your original item with a more expensive version of that same item. Let's say you order a burger and the cashier asks if you want to supersize that burger for an extra $1.99. That's an upsell. But if you order a burger and the cashier asks you if you want to add fries to that for $1.99, that's a cross-sell. One upgraded an existing item while the other one added on a new item. Alright, so now that you know the difference between cross-selling and upselling, stick around for 7 cross-selling strategies that you should definitely be doing. So, also you can go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss out on any tips or tricks for your store. If for some crazy reason you're still not convinced that cross-selling is the way to go, here are 3 reasons that should make you care. Cross-selling boosts your average order value. When people are checking out, they're in peak buying mode. By offering them an additional product, they'll become like 500% more likely to add that to their cart, thereby increasing your average order value. It helps you maximize your profits for the long term. So this kind of seems like a no-brainer, but if you increase your average order size, you're going to increase your long-term profits. Especially if you're paying, let's say, $50 in marketing to reach your target audience. If you increase your average order value from $60 to $70, that means you'll be doubling your long-term profits. When done right, cross-selling actually increases customer satisfaction. If your customer is looking for a particular item and you pop in with the perfect item to go with it, well, that's just going to increase customer satisfaction right there. If I was shopping for some nice body scrub and was offered an upsell to add a luxurious bath bomb to my order, let's just say my average order size will be increasing.
You're coming home with me.
But more importantly, would a Big Mac really be as good without the fries? At this point, you're probably super convinced that cross-selling is definitely the way to go. But then, of course, the question remains, how do you do it? Number 1, product suggestion. So in a physical store, the shop attendant is the one who's responsible for cross-sells. By picking out items they think the customer might like. Well, that's great and all, that's just not going to help us in an online store. That's where product suggestions come in. Check out this example from the shoe retailer Zappos. Here, the Wear It With section encourages customers to complete their look by purchasing more items, leaving customers wondering, those shoes really would look better with that pair of pants. These kinds of personal suggestions are incredibly effective at boosting sales. It's also just a really nice and non-pushy approach. You're just letting your customers know that there might be something that could interest them, and then you leave it to them to decide if it does or not. Number 2, the add to cart opportunity. This product suggestion is also a cross-sell, but it's deployed differently. Here, instead of suggesting products beneath the fold, you're adding them directly to the add to cart button. This cross-sell is especially good for items that are highly related. For example, if you're in the market for a new bicycle, you very well might be in the market for a new lock, light, or basket, all complementary items. The important thing with this kind of approach is how related the items are. If you suggest random things, it can overcrowd the page and scare customers away. But if you suggest an item that they are highly likely to get, you're simply giving them a nudge in the right direction. Number 3, the bundle sales technique. Bundling is great for so many reasons. First and foremost, higher order value for you. Second, they let customers get several items in one go, which means they won't have to look them up or research them separately. A meal at McDonald's is the perfect bundle. That's because it's cheaper to buy the items together than if you were to buy them each separately. If you do this right, your customers are going to have a higher sense of perceived value. And that right there translates directly into conversions. Check out GoPro. They definitely know how to make an attractive bundle. Here, GoPro increases their average order value by $100, and customers leave feeling like they've gotten a great deal. The great thing about bundles, though, is that you don't even have to offer a discount. If you have tight margins and you just can't afford to slash your prices, simply offering people suggested pairings is a great way to increase your average order value. Number 4, The pop-up. Look at Harry's. They know how to do a pop-up. Be like Harry's. Pop-ups have an average conversion rate of about 3%, with the best ones getting as high as 10%. But if you're gonna do it right. The key to a good pop-up includes these 3 rules. Don't offer people random stuff that they don't need. This should be a targeted cross-sell. It needs to be relevant to your customer's purchase. Timing is everything. Don't be shooting pop-ups at your customers 5 seconds after they reach your website. You wanna wait until they get to checkout when they're most likely to be buying. Make it look good. A really well-designed pop-up will feel less spammy to customers, and it will make them more likely not to ignore it. If you use these simple principles when making your pop-ups, you can thank me when those conversions start rolling in. Number 5, the cart drawer page. This is essentially like a pop-up, but conveniently hidden in a drawer. See what deodorant brand Native is doing here? Customers in the checkout area are the most qualified shoppers on your site. That's why it's the perfect place to sneak in a little extra cross-sell. This is also a great way to sneak in a little extra pop-up if you've already used one before. It's super subtle and also super underrated. Number 6, the cart page cross-sell. If you've ever been to a department store and grabbed a pair of socks in the checkout line, that's basically the idea here. Similar to the cart drawer from before, but this time people are one step closer to checkout, which means one step closer to conversion and one step closer to increasing the average order value. And Harry's has done it again with this cart page cross-sell. Their deal includes 4 personalized products and a quick view mode so you can easily view the products. Notice that they cleverly added a free shipping threshold, which encourages customers to throw in a little extra item. Number 7, the thank you page offer. So we've already covered pre-purchase cross-sells and mid-purchase cross-sells. So now let me introduce you to one of our favorite cross-sells, our secret weapon, if you will. Drum roll, please. The post-purchase offer, otherwise known as the thank you page offer. This offer is super overlooked in e-commerce websites, which is pretty absurd. Think about it. 100% of your buying customers are gonna be seeing that thank you page. Customers who just bought from you are in the buying mood, and they're the ones most likely to do it again. A thank you page doesn't interrupt the buying experience or distract your customers. It's just a fun post-purchase perk that is super likely to get your customers to reconvert. Also, it's super easy to set up, so there's really no reason for you not to do it. Luckily, we have plenty of videos that can guide you through that process, which we'll make sure to link below. Cross-selling is a proven sales boosting method, so if you haven't implemented it already, let's just say it's about damn time. Stay tuned for some more great videos coming your way, including a video on the best cross-selling campaigns and a video on cross-selling's cousin, upselling. See you soon. ASMR bonus for you guys right there.